She messaged, "You forgot our anniversary once more. I deserve someone who actually cares." I replied, "You do?" Then I showed her the reminders I'd entered for all our important dates, including the note for her ex's birthday that she had labeled as a dentist appointment. Her expression when I inquired about that cleaning was something else. I, 36, male, am sitting here with a whiskey, still reflecting on what happened last week. I've been with Amanda, 33, for 4 years and engaged for 1. We were set to wed in 3 months. Last Tuesday, while I was at work, my phone buzzed. A text from Amanda. "You forgot our anniversary again. For years together, and you can't even remember. I deserve someone who truly cares and pays attention." I stared at my phone, completely baffled. Our anniversary is March 15th. It was October 12th. I opened my calendar, the one she insisted we share for better coordination. There was March 15th marked as our anniversary, with 3 reminder alerts. But she was right about October 12th being important. 4 years ago on that day, we had our first coffee date, not our anniversary. That was when we became official months later. However, I knew she tracked every small milestone, so I had reminders for those 2. First coffee date with Amanda. I texted, "You do deserve someone who cares. Check our shared calendar." 20 minutes of silence followed. Then she replied, "Don't gaslight me. You obviously just added those." That's when it clicked. I had been feeling uneasy about things for weeks. Small inconsistencies. Work outings that her colleagues had no knowledge of when I bumped into them. Her phone was always face down. The way she had been starting arguments over trivial things. So, I decided to do something I had never done before. I took a good look at our shared calendar. Not just a quick glance, but a thorough examination. That's when I discovered them. Every Tuesday and Thursday, dentist appointment. Cleaning, who gets their teeth cleaned twice a week. I scroll back. Those appointments had started 3 months ago, always from 6 to 8 p.m., always on days I had my bowling league or worked late. Then I noticed something else. November 2nd had a note, "Dentist, major procedure, need a ride home." November 2nd was also her ex-boyfriend Bradley's birthday. I knew this because 3 years ago she had cried about it, mentioning how hard it was that they had been together for 5 years, and she still remembered everything about him. My hands trembled as I opened my laptop. Our credit card statements. She insisted on joint accounts for transparency. 3 months of charges, Tuesday and Thursday evenings, dining out, bars, 1 hotel charge on September 28th, a Thursday dentist appointment. When she texted me she'd be home late due to complications from the numbing. I took screenshots of everything. The calendar, the charges, the timestamps, everything. Then I did something petty, maybe foolish, but I was furious. I created a new calendar event for that evening. Show Amanda the proof. 7 p.m. set 5 reminder notifications. Update 1. She came home around 6:30, ready to fight. She started ranting as soon as she walked in about how I'm emotionally unavailable and neglectful and how her mom was right about me. I let her go on, even made myself a sandwich while she listed my shortcomings as a partner. When she finally ran out of steam, I opened my laptop. "An interesting thing about shared calendars," I said. "They show edit history." Her face went pale. I turned the screen toward her. Every single anniversary, birthday, and special date has been in this calendar for 2 years. See the created by tags? All me. See the last modified dates? Months ago. She tried to interrupt, but I continued. But these dentist appointments are intriguing. All created by you. All on days I'm busy. And wow, your dental insurance must be fantastic, because our credit card shows charges for restaurants on every single appointment date. I sometimes grab food afterward at a place that's 40 minutes from your dentist, but only 5 minutes from Bradley's apartment. The silence was deafening. November 2nd, major procedure requiring a ride home. Also Bradley's birthday. Care to explain that? She burst into tears, but not sad tears, angry ones. You spied on me? I looked at our shared calendar and our joint accounts. You know, the ones you insisted on for transparency. Then came the justifications. Oh, boy. The entitlement started flowing. You're never romantic anymore. I had flowers sent to her office last week. You don't make me feel special. I plan a surprise weekend getaway for her birthday. Bradley understands me. Bradley, who cheated on her with her best friend. It's not physical. We're just reconnecting. The hotel charge says otherwise. You drove me to this classic. I let her rant, then said, "You're right. You do deserve someone who cares about you the way you need. Bradley seems perfect. You should be with him." She stopped mid-sob. "What? I'm done. You want someone who remembers anniversaries? I recall them all. I just don't remember the imaginary ones you create to start arguments. Get out. You can't kick me out. I live here. Check the lease. My name is the only one on it. You're a month-to-month tenant at best. You have 30 days. The entitlement explosion was spectacular. She called her mom, who called me screaming about how I was abandoning her daughter and ruining her life, and a real man would fight for the relationship. I hung up. Update 2. The following 48 hours were chaotic. First, Amanda tried the guilt tactic. She showed up at my workplace with tears and apologies. Security wouldn't let her pass the lobby. Thank goodness for badge-only access. She made such a scene that my boss asked if I needed a few days off. I said no. Work was the only normal thing in my life. Then came the anger. She went on social media with a carefully crafted story about how I was controlling and monitored her every move and accused her of cheating without proof. Mutual friends started reaching out. I had the evidence ready. Posted one thing. Interesting how someone can have 47 dentist appointments in 3 months, all at restaurants, including one at a hotel. Also fascinating how these appointments line up perfectly with her ex's free evenings. But sure, I'm the controlling one for noticing. Attached were 3 screenshots. The calendar pattern, 1 credit card statement, and her own text admitting she'd been reconnecting with Bradley. The tide turned immediately. Her friends began calling her out. Turns out I wasn't the only one who'd noticed things. Her co-worker Melissa commented, "This explains why you kept canceling girls' nights to go home to Nathan, but your car was never there." But the real entitlement came Thursday. I arrived home to find the locks changed. Yeah, she changed the locks on my apartment. The locksmith was still there. Nice guy named Tony. He looked incredibly uncomfortable. "Hey, man," he said. "The lady said she owned this place." He showed me a utility bill with her name. I pulled out my lease, my ID, and my mortgage documents. "Did I mention I own this place?" Tony went pale. "Oh, man, I'm so sorry. I can change them back." "How much did she pay you?" $300. I'll give you $400 to change them back right now, and give me all copies of the new keys." Amanda came out of the apartment, wearing my robe. "My robe? What are you doing here?" she demanded. Tony looked at her. "Lady, you said you own this place." "I live here. That makes it mine, too." "That's not how property law works," Tony said, already pulling out his tools. She tried to stop him, actually put her hands on his toolbox. Tony looked at me, then at her, then pulled out his phone. "I'm calling the cops. This is getting weird." Amanda panicked. "No, don't. I'll leave." She grabbed her purse and stormed past me. "This isn't over." "Actually, it is. Your 30-day notice starts today. Get your things out." Tony finished changing the locks, gave me all 6 copies of the new keys, and declined the extra $100 I tried to tip him. "Nah, man, that was messed up. Good luck." Update 3. Friday morning, 7 a.m. knock on my door. Not Amanda. Worse, Bradley. This walking red flag stood there in his gym clothes trying to look tough. Bradley's maybe 5 feet 8 inches, 150 pounds, soaking wet. I'm 6 feet 1 inch, 200, and a Boston college grad. "We need to talk, bro." "No, we don't. You're making Amanda's life miserable." I actually laughed. "I'm going to work." "Move. She loves me, you know? Always has. You were just a placeholder." I stopped. "Cool. She's all yours. Her things will be in boxes on the curb in 30 days. You can help her move." His expression fell. "Wait, what? You won, right? You got her. Congrats. Hope you have room at your place." "I have roommates." "Sounds like your problem." I started walking past him. He grabbed my arm. "Bad move. Touch me again, and we're going to have a problem. He let go immediately. She said you'd pay for an apartment for her. I turned around slowly. She said, what? She said you feel guilty and set her up with a place that you always give in when she cries. Bradley, my dude, you've been fooled. She's your issue now. Enjoy the twice-weekly dental appointments. The look of realization on his face was beautiful. He knew exactly what I meant. That afternoon, Amanda's mom showed up. Dolores. This woman is entitlement incarnate. Drives a Mercedes she can't afford. Lives in a house her ex-husband pays for, and treats service workers like garbage. You will take my daughter back, she declared. No, she made a mistake. She made dozens of mistakes every Tuesday and Thursday for 3 months. Bradley means nothing. You're her future. I was her meal ticket. There's a difference. Dolores pulled out her phone. I'm calling your mother. Go ahead. She already knows. That was true. I called my mom Thursday night. Her response, finally, I never liked that girl. Too much like her mother. Dolores huffed. We'll sue you for emotional distress. For what? Breaking up with a cheater? She's not a cheater. They were just talking in a hotel room. That's not Dolores. Get off my property. She left, but not before keying my car in the parking garage on camera, with her license plate visible. Some people's kids, I swear. Update 4. Saturday was when Amanda went nuclear. She couldn't accept that her manipulation wasn't working, so she contacted my employer, claimed I was harassing her and stalking her and that she feared for her safety. My boss called me into his office Monday morning. I thought I was in trouble. Instead, he slid a folder across his desk. Amanda called HR, made some serious accusations. My stomach dropped. However, he continued. She also sent emails from her work account to someone named Bradley during work hours. Extremely graphic emails. They flagged a month ago. We were waiting to see if it affected her performance. He showed me one email timestamped. Middle of a Tuesday, when she told me she was in a big meeting. The email was, not about quarterly reports. We're terminating her employment. But I wanted you to know she tried to drag you into this. We have your key card logs. You were here every time she claims you were harassing her. Just want to give you a heads up. Plot twist. I didn't see coming, but Amanda wasn't done. Tuesday afternoon, I got a call from my bank. Someone tried to transfer $5,000 from my savings to an account I didn't recognize. The bank flagged it because it was a new recipient and a large amount. How? She had my password from 2 years ago when I had the flu and asked her to pay my credit card bill. I'd never changed it because I trusted her. Changed every password I had that day. Every single one. Then I got petty. Remember those dentist appointments? I sent a copy of the calendar to her actual dentist's office with a note. My ex-girlfriend used appointments at your office as cover for an affair. Thought you should know in case there are any insurance discrepancies. They called me back. She'd been billing our insurance for cleanings. She never got insurance fraud. They were reporting it. Wednesday, the truth bomb dropped. Bradley texted me. First time we communicated directly since Friday. Need to tell you something. Amanda's been with 3 other guys besides me. I called him immediately. What? Dude, she's been playing everyone. I just found out she's been seeing my roommate too, and some guy from her gym, and another dude she met on a dating app. We were all appointments in her calendar. You're kidding. Dentist, physical therapy, yoga, and book club. All fake. All dudes. He sent screenshots. Different guys texting her about their special connection and how they couldn't wait until she left her abusive boyfriend. I forwarded everything to her mom with one message. Your daughter needs therapy, not a relationship. Final update. It's been a month since everything exploded. Time for the final update. Amanda's world collapsed like a house of cards. First, the job. She was fired for misuse of company resources and time theft. All those meetings that were actually dates with Bradley. She tried to file for unemployment. The company contested with documentation and denied. Then the insurance fraud investigation. Turns out billing for services you don't receive is a felony when it crosses a certain amount. She'd hit that amount. They offered her a deal. Pay back everything plus penalties, or they press charges. Guess who called begging for money? Her mom, of course. Dolores showed up at my door with real tears. Probably fake, but still. She's facing jail time. You have to help. No, I don't. You loved her. I loved who I thought she was. That person doesn't exist. Please, I'll pay you back. Dolores, you still owe your ex-husband 40 grand. You're not paying anyone back. She left, but not before trying one last manipulation. She's pregnant. I laughed. Actually laughed. No, she's not. How do you know? Because she had her tubes tied 2 years ago. Said kids would ruin her body. I was there for the procedure. Dolores's face was priceless. She didn't know about that. Bradley, meanwhile, found out the hard way what dating Amanda really meant. She moved in with him. His roommates were thrilled, as you can imagine. Within a week, she'd maxed out his credit card, crashed his car, no insurance, of course, cheated on him with his roommate, the same one she'd been seeing before, and stolen his laptop, selling it. He texted me, "I'm sorry I tried to warn you." I didn't respond. Not my circus anymore. The other guys all found out about each other. The gym guy posted about it on social media. The dating app dude turned out to be married. Yeah, she knew. His wife found out. That got messy. Physical therapy guy was actually her physical therapist. He lost his license. But the final karma came last week. Remember those calendar reminders I set? Well, I'd set one more that I forgot about. It was for our wedding venue. Final payment due. Except I had canceled the venue months ago, when things started feeling off. Got most of my deposit back. But Amanda didn't know that. She showed up at the venue with Dolores and her sister for what she thought was her final wedding planning meeting. Posted about it on Instagram. Finally planning my dream day. The venue coordinator called me confused. Your ex-fiancé is here claiming you're getting married next month. We broke up over a month ago. I canceled everything. She's making quite a scene. Should we call security? Is she wearing a wedding dress? Yes. Get video, then call security. The video went viral in our social circle. Her in a wedding dress crying and screaming that I stole her dream wedding while security escorted her out. Someone set it to music. It's been viewed about 10,000 times. Her reputation is ruined. She can't get a job in her field because everyone knows about the insurance fraud. She can't date because everyone knows about the multiple guys. She can't even go to her gym anymore because Gym Guy's wife is a member too. Last I heard, she moved back in with her mom. They deserve each other. Bradley sends me apology texts weekly. I don't respond. The dentist office sent me a thank you card for catching the fraud. Weird, but appreciated. My mom set me up on a blind date with her friend's daughter. She's nice, normal, has only one dentist appointment per year. We're taking it slow. Very slow. And she understands why. Oh! And I kept the calendar screenshots. Every single one. Including the edit history showing how she added that October 12th anniversary the morning she sent that text. Try and create a fight out of nothing. Turns out I didn't forget our anniversary. She just made up a new one to justify an affair she was already having. The entitlement to think I'd never checked the very calendar she insisted we share. That's next level. I'm doing better now. Therapy helps. Trust issues are real, but I'm working on them. The apartment feels like mine again. I even got a new couch. The old one had too many memories. To everyone who reached out with support, thank you. It meant more than you know. To Amanda, if you're reading this, and I know you are because you still cyberstalk me. Bradley's roommate called. He wants his PlayStation back. Also, your dentist called. You missed your appointment. Actually, no, you didn't. For once, you were exactly where everyone expected you to be, facing the consequences of your own entitlement. Funny how that works.